According to his agent, he suffered multiple leg walker and then stole.
All right, welcome again to another episode of Inner Monolog. We have our usual suspects. Love that hat bulls. Welcome to the show. What's going on, Julio? How's it going, Jose? Stand up real quick. Let us see that shirt. I keep seeing those flames coming up, but I haven't quite figured out what it is.
Is that a Dragon Ball Z shirt?
Hey, okay, that's nice.
Okay.
You
Badass.
dumbass.
Badass, bro. All right, boys. So how's it been? How's the week going?
It's pretty good.
Joke.
Yeah. Oh, before I forget, anybody listening, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Spotify. See the video on YouTube.
It's a dirty joke, bro.
Dirty joke. You sure?
Maybe.
No. All right. So this guy takes his shirt off, right? And a blind girl says, "Wow, what a great chest you have." He said, "That 100 pounds of dynamite, babe." So the guy takes off his pants and the girl says, "Wow, what massive calves you have." Again, he responds, 100 pounds of dynamite, babe. Then the guy takes off his underwear and the blonde runs away screaming in her ear in fear. So the guy chases her and asks, "Why did you run away from me like that?" The blonde says, "I was afraid to be around all that dynamite when I saw how short the fuse was."
Oh man, that's a good joke.
200 pounds.
On part one.
Oh
Last
shit,
explosives.
that's good.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
she's not wrong though.
Nah.
She's not wrong.
So it's your lighter. Boom.
So yeah, guys, what a week. How's it going?
Mm-hmm. Good.
Anybody want to
got
start?
anything? Yeah, who wants to go first? I mean, how's your week been, Julio?
Last week was a little chaotic. Google Maps gave me a nice fail when I needed it the most. So I got a nail in my tire last Tuesday. And instead of routing me to the closest tire shop on my route home from work, it sent me deep into the heart of San Francisco. And to add
Question.
insult to injury, what?
Shouldn't you know your way around San Francisco since you've been there like 1,000 times?
Yeah, I do. And that's where I kind of like felt stupid because I'm like, I should have known the second I was heading towards St. Francis Medical Center that I'm probably like past at least 15 tire shops at this point.
You
And I
dumbass.
get to the shop that it recommended. And they're like, oh, by the way, it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. I get there and they're like, we're not going to be able to be done with your car till 7 p.m. And I'm like, well, you're not getting my business.
It was at this
So,
moment that he knew.
I got
He
lucky.
fucked up.
I made sure there wasn't a lot of like air coming out of the tire. And what's up?
Did you not see a bunch of tire shops on your way to the other tire shop?
Actually, no, because mostly I was on the freeway the whole time. And then I got off in downtown, like near off the 101.
Wait, you got on the freeway with a nail in your tire?
This guy stinks!
So I know, right?
Anyone. You gonna
So I
take that?
found a tire shop. I found a tire shop,
Listen,
goddammit.
I would ask him why he didn't just drive home, but I already know, and I don't want him getting in trouble with his girl.
No,
Bro, didn't you have both a nail and a screw in your tire?
I'm gonna get to that. So
So
originally it was the screw.
Basically screwed you.
Yeah.
Basically.
So it was the screw technically, right? I find a tire. I was at that point I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna drive home. And then I see a tire shop with no one in it. Like nobody waiting. And
Are they
I'm on my way-
closed?
I'm way to the freeway. No, they were open. So I went there and
Was
then
it
they
a
checked the
self-serve
tire. No. Let me talk.
No.
So I go in there and they're like, hey, all your other tires are fine, but you actually have a screw and a nail. And the nail head looks like it's clean off. So this has been in your tire for probably a couple of weeks.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Besides that, I don't know if you guys can tell, my room looks a lot different. My girl actually came by this weekend and helped me clean out and organize the entire room. Ricky, I have a shrine of you up
Can
here.
we not tell him not to move his fucking camera?
Shut the
Pretty
fuck
sure.
up.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't
Ricky,
supposed to mention
I have a
that.
picture of you from high school.
Wasn't that Easter egg?
God damn it, Jeff!
Yeah, wasn't that an Easter egg?
I was, but I couldn't help it.
Oh man.
God damn.
So
That makes me even.
listeners,
That
if you
makes
Alright,
me even
guys.
more.
Oh, before we move on, we were legit supposed to ask you guys to find the Easter egg in this episode, and we'd Venmo you.
Yeah,
20.
but looking at it on my side, the light is shining so hard. It's shining off of it. You're not going to see what the hell that photo is.
They still could have tried, fuckface.
Oh, you fucking asshole!
God damn.
well, our first promotion failed.
Hi, everybody.
Now all our listeners are gonna wonder why you have a picture of me from high school.
For real.
It was a photography project.
Bro,
Better question. Why did you blow a kiss towards me in the picture?
Rick, that boy was your man crush Monday. That's what that was.
Hey, My Crush Monday, welcome aboard.
What's wrong, baby? No.
So it's funny as from this angle, it looks like you just said what's wrong, baby, to Jose.
I'm good.
What's funny is from this angle, your iPhone 12 Pro Max is shit.
Mind you, no one else
It really is.
thought that. Because Jose never responded. So we ordered Chinese food, and fuckface didn't include
And
fucking
so
eating.
I definitely do have to ask though, like, did you make it all the way home with that screw and nail in your?
No, I stopped at another shop in downtown by the freeway, by the 5th Street off-ramp on
Yeah, we got that,
6th and
but like,
Harrison.
so they fixed it for you?
Yeah, they fixed it. I literally drove in. It was done in 15 minutes.
You know what it's not done in 15 minutes?
What?
Jose working remotely from his house while he's going back to school.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
My last week, which it always seems to be all happening the weekend. Saturday was back to school shopping for Melody. So we hit up our local Target, got her backpacks, some school supplies, because she's going to be going back to school in mid-March. It'll be a hybrid model. What's up, Bulls?
So this may seem a little racist towards, my people, but how come y'all don't go to Burlington Coat Factory keep them back to school needs? I just want to know.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
My bad. I forgot. They dropped the Coat Factory part. It's just Burlington now.
Actually, you want? I can't even play the distance card because Burlington is right across the street from that Target we went to. So,
Bro, you could have left that part out though.
I'm just saying, you know how much money you could have saved. I'm just saying, bro.
Target's kind of bougie, man.
Home decor from
Target
Burlington.
is.
Burlington sponsor us on the next episode. But
Hey, Burlington, I hope y'all hear this.
yeah,
The
trippy
trippy
thing,
bro. I
is
mean,
that-
like, how do you feel in the fact that like it's safe for her to go back to school, but they're like, you going back to work? Nah, we can't do that.
Nah, bro. Nah.
that's what's so trippy because for me, they're saying like through the summer, still 100% virtual. Like August is as soon as they're thinking hybrid for us. And I'm like,
Damn.
for kids to go back to school. And then I saw Gavin Newsom put like more funding to put pressure on schools to reopen, like $2 billion in funding. So I was like, political move.
Wait, so you can't go back to actual work until August, which means you get to spend every day at home. Oh shit!
Yep.
Wow.
So crazy. And then other than that, just watched the Canelo fight on Saturday, which Yildirim let me down. It was a sparring match. I had a 24 ounce of Modelo Negro, and I was timing it perfectly to go at least 6 rounds. But since it's in 3 rounds, I still have half the can left, so I couldn't finish it.
Dude, I'm right there with you, bro, because I got 2 tall cans, and I was gonna drink one with the fight before Canelo's fight, and then have one with his fight. I had to chug the one before his fight, and then I got about halfway.
Yeah, but hey, Canelo did his thing. He was supposed to dominate. Got his man out of the way, so hopefully the one in May is more action packed.
I got to start watching these fights. Fuck.
Same here.
Fully, you literally could just drive to my house.
I could and I should.
So why don't you?
Just drink beer, bro. You're good.
I don't want to hear I'm too tired because that's bullshit.
I'm usually with my girl on Saturday night.
So you can't postpone, just swing by, drink a beer.
Bro,
Say what's up to you, boy.
that makes it sound like your girl's not welcome at my house or something.
Whoa! Hey, she listens to this, bro. Careful.
I know, but the way you said that makes it sound like
no, bro. That's not what I said at all, man. Don't put those words in my mouth, dude.
All I'm saying.
I mean, am I reaching, guys? Am I reaching?
For the next fight, we will show up to your place and bring beer and maybe wings.
Yeah.
It's only fair. That's what episode to watch.
Fuck, I'm in trouble tonight.
Empty-handed and drink all your alcohol.
Hey! I never, ever show up to any of your guys' events empty-handed, except for that last time Ricky I was at your house, because I didn't know. Oh no! Wait a minute! I did breach you. I
brought a 6-pack.
Yeah, exactly. So none of you guys can say I've ever gone to your place empty-handed. Bulls, I feed you when I go to Texas.
Hold up. No, first of all, I feed you. Don't you get that shit twisted.
Hold on a second. Who pays when we go to the restaurants out there? Because I'm the one looking for the places to go eat.
Wait.
Motherfucker, you the one staying at my goddamn house.
Twisted like
exactly.
Twisted.
I'm paying for room and board for your ass. Yeah, and you still owe me for that electric bill, you son of a bitch.
You know what? Yeah, I do. Well, next time he's going to stay at the Marriott.
For like 4 fucking days. He ran my AC 24/7 for 4 straight days. My bill was $228.
That's because he didn't want you to smell the bacon drenching from his forehead.
How in the fuck did you rack up a $200 bill just running the AC for 4 straight?
I was sick with a fever the first 2 days, so I turned on the air conditioner.
I'm from California. I'm from California, and in the summer, that's pretty much standard.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Our last electric bill here at my house was $174.
Texas is hot, but still, I only run my AC when I'm in that bitch.
Wait,
why are you complaining about $200 bill when in this last storm you guys had a fucking $1,500 electric bill come through somebody's house?
Not me.
No, you know what did come through somebody in your relative's house? A fucking tree. Made the fucking roof collapse.
Bro, for real. That shit pissed. Well, it didn't piss me off because I wasn't there, but still, it was kind of fucked up.
That is pretty fucked up.
That shit's still sitting on the ground.
You know what else is fucked up?
What's good?
Bulls was in a perfectly good hotel room, and then he had to move because his shit was booked up.
What happened? Bruh.
Tell us what's good, bro.
All right, so as I told y'all, my girl is down here from work for 3 weeks. So the hotel room we stayed in, which is down the street from my parents' house, somehow motherfuckers realized, oh fuck, they're there. Everyone decided to fucking reserve a room. Book that shit up pretty much complete through the entire time she's here. So we had to pick another damn hotel room. When we went to the hotel, and in order to save money, my girl tried to get one with a kitchenette inside of it so we can like cook our own food and shit. So we got there, and this bitch, first she said that the rooms were not ready. Then she said that the rooms were all occupied. Then the bitch said, oh, we got the room you want, and we'll just upcharge you. So the amount we were supposed to pay was $398. I was cool with that. Then this bitch decided to tack on some additional charges. That shit went up to $570.50. I walked right the fuck out. I was like, nope, you are not about to pull one over on me. First of all, that hotel was a shithole, and I would not wash my nuts in one of their showers, let alone pay $570. So we ended up having to go to a hotel in a neighborhood I honestly did not want to go to, because the very next damn night, we got woken up by 2 people bitching at each other about whose fucking car they was going to hit. Mind you, they were in 2 fucking pickup trucks. This was fucking, what was it, Sunday? Yep, Sunday morning. We got woke up at 7 o'clock because these 2 motherfuckers are arguing. Then we look out, these motherfuckers are speeding through the goddamn parking lot. What's up, Rick?
Did he just say he wouldn't wash his nuts in that shower, but he's willing to cook a meal?
Yeah,
I know, right?
Bruh.
that's a pretty weird way to put things.
For $570, you goddamn right. I'm not willing to wash my nuts. I'll cook it, my bitch.
Damn.
I will cook it. I already paid for the food. I'm not paying for the water. So that shit pissed me off. And then I get to work Saturday, and some dumbass who decided to wear a mesh face mask, which basically you can see his mouth and everything, and it's basically not protecting you from nothing. It was basically like wearing a fucking mosquito net as a face mask, right? So one of the employees calls the managers to go confront him. This dude gets pissed when other members decide to tell him, "Hey, you need to wear a actual face mask." Starts bitching, saying, "Hey, I've been wearing this shit since COVID started, and nobody said nothing." I was like, apparently you didn't come through Costco because mesh masks aren't allowed. This dude throws his basket at my manager, who's talking to him, misses the manager and hits one of the end caps and knocks a whole bunch of shit down. They call the cops. The cops come to arrest the dude. I'm sitting and eating lunch. I hear this motherfucker screaming, "Ah! Ah!" Loud as fuck, while the cops are arresting him. So everybody in the break room puts this shit down, gets up, and runs the fuck out because we thought some shit fell on a motherfucker and they needed help getting it off. I got halfway there before my manager was like, "Nah, the cops are already there." I was like, "Cops? The fuck just happened?"
Did he just fucking Soldier Boy us?
Cops?
Oh,
Great.
Jay. So shit, they arrested his ass for vandalism, violating the rules. It's mostly vandalism and assault because him throwing the basket at my manager was assault.
Did he hit him?
No,
No,
but
so
still, the
it's
fact that he attempted to hit him was still assault.
attempted assault.
Good. There you go.
So there was that shit. That was pretty much my fucking week. But bro, everybody I heard, he was like, "Did y'all hear that? That dude screaming at the top of his lungs?" I was like, "Yeah, we sure as hell did." For a minute, we thought he was being violated by a fucking bull. Not me.
Speaking of
We're
violations,
just about to ask.
speaking of violations, guys, do you guys know how a thunderstorm is similar to sex?
Nope.
Nah.
You're never really sure how many inches you're gonna get and how long it's gonna last.
Oh my god.
Point.
That's pretty good.
And then Rick, we didn't hear your week, but I heard you had a couple announcements.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's see. One of them being is like we have a collaboration coming up. We're gonna be doing a collaboration with Adam. I think it's Copeland.
Copeland.
Is his name? Copeland.
Mhm.
Adam Copeland. All right. So yeah, next week, Jose will be hosting, and we'll have a guest in our show. Adam Copeland. He has his own podcast. Feel free to check it out if you guys like what you guys hear.
Looking forward to it. What's it called?
Yep,
My Shit
can't wait.
Podcast?
Yeah,
I believe so. I
So
believe
shit,
his
has-
podcast is. Yeah, exactly.
Can't wait.
I mean, this should be exciting for us. You know, definitely our first collaboration with somebody. Hoping that people like what they hear, so that they can go check him out, and vice versa.
Yeah,
It's gonna be dope.
absolutely. Also, we also got to give a shout out to someone who favorited our podcast on Anchor.
Yes,
Because-
yes, that's right. So we have somebody called Marcelo Gabrielli. He actually favorited our podcast on Anchor.
Bro,
That
thanks
just
for the
happened
love.
today. So shout out, thanks for the love.
Appreciate you, dude.
You've done more for us than anybody trying to sponsor us.
Yeah, big time.
That was the quickest rejection we ever got from Podio.
Dude,
Wasn't even 24 hours.
Bro, that was ridiculous. Talk about wait 4 to 10 business days. The next day, nah.
We're good. We're good. We want you guys to be cupcakes.
2 minutes into the pilot episode now. This is
Oh, is that what they referenced?
nah.
I mean,
Like,
bro,
who knows?
18 episodes.
I believe
We
the
literally have
mindset-
18 episodes, and they're not more than an hour and 50 minutes long. So they literally
Yeah.
went through our entire catalog that same day.
Dude, they probably started watching conspiracy theories, Dad Chronicles, just like
That's
nah,
a
we're
that's
good.
a lot of watch hours.
Dude,
Dude.
did y'all break off into teams? Is my question.
Did one of you at least subscribe?
If you did, thank you. If you didn't, go F yourself.
Yeah, to all our subscribers and followers across our social media, we want to thank you guys for all the love and support. You guys are amazing.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Hey,
I can't
listen.
do it. I'm drunk.
Speaking
I tried.
about,
It looked like
Yeah.
I can't do it.
speaking about somebody effing themselves, what's up with this guy in Oregon that fucking got arrested with the blood alcohol level 9 times higher than the legal limit?
All right, so let's get down to it. This dude got arrested last week, pretty much for reckless driving. They recorded him doing 125 miles an hour down like a backcountry road. When he gets pulled over, you know, they obviously pull him out of the car, they breathalyze him, and he blew a .77. Legal limit's .08, right, for anybody 21 years and up, which is 9 times legal limit. Now, let me explain how bad this is. Anything between 2.5 and 3.0 is considered severe. 0.35 to 0.40, it's considered blackout, and anything above 0.40 is fatal.
So you're
How
saying
is
I
this
should
man alive? He should be dead.
well, not him. I'm just saying, like, I'm pretty
Not
sure
if
I've
he's
drank
not
enough
alcoholic.
to
Yeah, I
to
think I've
blow
been over that.
anything. Yeah.
I think I've been past that myself a few times too.
Okay, to be honest, I had an uncle who was a notorious alcoholic and apparently a crackhead, which was weird, but not uncommon. My mama told me he used to drive from Oakland to LA, drunk off his ass, and come back from LA to Oakland, not get into a single accident or get pulled over. Mind you, he was drinking from the start to the end.
Probably high too, right?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, this dude was apparently a big deal in Oakland. He was one of the first black foremen in the Oakland ship channel at some point. He was very good at math, very good at his job. But when he retired, yeah,
He needed a new challenge.
I'm not gonna say his name for he's
Right.
passed away, but still for reasons. But when my mama told me this, it basically opened my eyes to how fucked up he really was. 'Cause I just assumed he was just, fucking around. Like when I first realized he smoked crack in the damn kitchen while we were watching Looney Tunes in the damn living room. Yeah, I didn't think about the fact that he could drive from Oakland to LA drinking whatever the fuck he wanted and not get into a single accident. Talk about a high functioning alcoholic.
You still
Right.
remember the smell of him lighting up crack? 'Cause that is a very unique smell.
Yeah, burnt plastic.
How do you know that, Julio?
I don't know.
You know.
Might have something to do with that picture over my shoulder.
Maybe.
Ricky didn't smoke crack.
Yeah, I don't recall smoking crack ever.
Oh, it wasn't the picture of
Let's
Ricky,
make that
but that's
perfectly
okay.
clear.
And thanks to you, our viewers now miss out on $20. So
Right.
thanks for that.
But you know who is smoking crack? Goddamn Hennessey.
Oh yeah. All right, we got to hear this one.
Okay, so how do you go from hating people of color, drinking your liquor, to then owning 50% stake on a person of color's liquor?
Wait. We talking about Moet or Hennessy?
Moet. Isn't that?
Okay.
Yeah, it's more Hennessy, but wasn't the racist one
Cristal.
Iran? or something like that. What was it?
Cristal, wasn't it Cristal? Or was
Nah,
it
bro, it was actual Hennessy. It's the reason why Jay-Z in one of his actual lyrics says that we don't fuck with Hennessy.
I thought it was Cristal.
Bro, I thought Cristal was the boycott.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Hennessy.
I think Hennessy's always been in, but yeah, but
I could be wrong. Like I could be completely wrong, and I could be misremembering this. So correct me if I am wrong. Feel free to do it down in the comments. I have no problem being wrong, but I really thought that it was Hennessy.
because
And if it wasn't, then I totally fucked up that joke, and I'm sorry.
it can still be
Oh my
that
god.
you overpaid on that deal. But the way I remember, I think Jay-Z in his videos used to always shout out Cristal, and then it came out that they were racist, so he ended up now using Ace of Spades. And I think
if I remember correctly, the statement was, "We don't want no N-words drinking our fine wine."
That's it. So it must have been Cristal.
Yeah. So Jay-Z invested in the Champagne House, Ace of Spades, and just recently it was announced that Hennessy is acquiring a 50% stake in Ace of Spades. So they're up in their full factor, and Jay-Z's making money. Let's watch that footage.
We do have footage. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Roll it.
Welcome back, everybody. This morning, Moet Hennessy announcing that it's going to be acquiring a 50% stake in luxury champagne brand Armand de Brignac. It's also known as Ace of Spades. The brand was popularized and created by Grammy-winning artist and businessman Jay-Z, who owns it and will retain a 50% ownership stake alongside Moet. Joining us right now with more on this deal is music mogul and entrepreneur Sean Jay-Z Carter and Philippe Schaus, who is the CEO of Moet Hennessy, the wines and spirits arms of LVMH. And gentlemen, welcome to both of you this morning. It's really great to see you on the news of this deal. Jay-Z, I was hoping we could start with you. Good morning. Good morning to both of you. Jay-Z, I was hoping we could start with you because I know that you are incredibly particular about how you do things. You talked about this with Tidal. You don't do things the easy way. You do things the way you think are going to have the best results. So why Moet?
They just was aligned in our thinking and thoughts and, the way they care about products and creating products. When we built Armand from the ground up, we wanted to do things right. Integrity of it had to be right. The soil, of course, it had to be in Champagne because it can't be called champagne unless it's from the region. When we build luxury products, whether it be, from Rock Nation to Monogram to whatever we building luxury products. And Moet Hennessy goes about it the same way. So we were aligned in our thoughts of integrity and passion for the things that we build. And, when I met, it started with Alexander. We had conversations, and then Bernard and they came to my house to have lunch in Los Angeles, my Los Angeles home, and maybe October of 2019. And, those conversations, escalated pretty quickly. I see these guys were men of their words. They say they're going to call you Thursday. It's Thursday. It just started out in a place of respect, and it built from there. It built pretty quickly.
Philippe, I'll ask
you. And we're back.
Yep. So I've never had Ace of Spades. That's $300 a bottle, but maybe one day we can all chip in, guys. I don't know.
Hey, listen, if we crack 2K,
yeah, $300 per bottle retail.
Hey, so if we crack 5K, I say we all fade up and get a bottle of Ace of Spades.
Hey, what happened to 2K? Now it's 5.
I'm
Listen,
down, bro.
Listen, if I'm gonna buy a $300 bottle of fucking champagne, it better be 5K.
Yo, when we get the YouTube trophy, bro.
Look, if we crack 1,000 followers on TikTok, I'll send you guys a bottle of Dom Perignon myself.
We're not that
Costco?
Like 400.
Well, yeah, that's why we sell it.
Just send me the money. I'll go pick it up at my local Costco.
Right?
Yeah,
Me and Ricky we'll go together and pick it up for Costco.
Yeah, we all drink it that way. Thanks for the 1,000. Pop.
A special Saturday Night Live episode.
Fuck. I just spilled some of my drink on the ground, guys.
Oh, this dude. Premature celebration, huh?
Nah, I cracked it open, and when I cracked it, I had it tilted.
Oh.
Give me a sec. Go ahead, you guys talk.
All right. So I guess whoever's next is mine. So my story, I got two. The first one being Kevin Sorbo's Facebook account got deleted. And this has been the talk of the town. And if you guys don't know who Kevin Sorbo is, he's the actor who played Hercules back in the 90s for that old school TV show. He also made an appearance in Supergirl, the first season. Most people don't really know that. But his account got deleted because they said he was spreading misinformation about the COVID vaccine.
How so?
That's exactly why our last account got deleted.
They said the information that he was basically telling them was false and it had been fact checked multiple times. So they chose to basically delete his account. And to be honest, we got footage. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Go for it, bro. Roll it.
Social media censorship in focus. Actor Kevin Sorbo claiming that Facebook has taken down his page without warning. Facebook in a statement saying, quote, "We removed Kevin Sorbo's page for repeatedly sharing debunked claims about the coronavirus or vaccines." Well, joining me now is actor Kevin Sorbo. Kevin, good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing there?
Good to see you. So your reaction to that statement from Facebook?
You know, they've been shadow banning me for a good year now. I have over 500,000 followers, and they only allow me to see up to 10,000 at a time when I post now. They've been there for a long time. And every time they've come back to me and say, "Hey, look, we got to get rid of this because we think this is their version of fake news," I take it down, even though I could argue with that. But, you know, I don't want to lose my page. But this time around, they just took me down. There was no warnings or anything like that. I've been more than happy to take down whatever offensive post that Facebook deemed that I should not be posting. So I question their statement saying that they gave me some warning.
Yeah, no, and cancel culture is alive and well. Brian Brenberg, hop into this.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you talk about things being removed, or Facebook talks about removing things because they're debunked. I think a lot of people look at the debunking or the fact checking and they say it's really not fact checking at all. It's somebody's opinion or the opinion of the prevailing majority. When this happens, does anybody bother to tell you why exactly things are being taken down? Explain to you what it is you've missed that's been definitively proven to be false?
No, they just seem to have a blanket statement that says this does not meet with our guidelines and we're taking it down. So, or would you please take it down? Otherwise, we're going to take it. We're going to, you know, you're going to lose your account with them. I post things that usually come from what other doctors are saying about the virus, or I post things what other people are saying about the voter fraud. And, you know, if that doesn't fit their narrative, they just get rid of you. I mean, freedom of speech, obviously, as we know, has gone out the window. And it's insanity what we're going through right now. And I think it's sad. You know, I would love to have Facebook just put me back on, give me all of my followers right now, and I'll tell them to go move over to Cloud Hub or Parler or somewhere else so they can follow me there. I'm more than happy to leave Facebook, but don't take away the followers that were following me, because the majority of them obviously liked what I was saying and liked what my movies and TV shows that I keep them abreast of. There's always those few people that want to, you know, they love to troll you. I always get a kick out of people that post all this hate stuff back to me. I go, if you hate me, why do you follow me? It cracks me up, but you know, it doesn't bother me in the least.
Well, I was going to ask you about other social media platforms. You mentioned Parler.
Sure. Yep. And yeah.
And we're back. Okay, so he basically explains why, excuse me, basically explains why his account got deleted. But to be honest, I honestly don't think it was complete misinformation. I mean, I understand like they have this whole stigma against people who are anti-vaxxers, who basically tell you don't get the COVID vaccine because of this, that, and the third. But to be honest, like they said, this disease is basically 99.9% survivable, and don't I probably got those numbers wrong. So if you fact check me, please send them in the comments. Like we said, if we're wrong, let us know. It's fine. But as for why would you get? He basically said what? I'm not going to put words in his mouth, but the information he was providing wasn't wrong at the time, but now it is.
Right.
And I understand you're trying to basically get people to take this vaccine, which I get. I mean, I just got asked at my job if I would take the vaccine if they had it available today, and I said no, not yet. And
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna ask you right now. Is that just because of the stigmatism among people of color due to the fucking Tuskegee experiments back in the days?
No, because I usually get the flu vaccine, the flu shot religiously every damn year. So it has nothing to do with that. I just believe that more research needs to be done on the vaccines, which is why I don't want to take it. I don't want to run the risk of being one of the ones who end up suffering from those side effects should something occur.
But research in what sense? Because you just said you take the flu shot every year, and the flu shot every year is done within 6 months.
I said I did.
So you don't anymore?
No. Not since I stopped working for the hospital. I haven't had a flu shot.
I was gonna say
years.
you must hate living in America considering the fact that you need corporate insurance.
Well, considering the fact that in the 4 years that I stopped working for the hospital, I haven't had the flu once. But every time I got the shot, I would get the flu at least once out of the year.
So my dad gets his second vaccine dose tomorrow. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Because when you get the second one's when you run the risk of having like adverse effects.
Okay. Yeah, my stepdad just got his flu shot, his first dose.
I get why there's people are adverse to getting it because I mean, look, we had a vaccine within a year of this disease basically hitting us hard, according to the news media. And to be honest, I'm not gonna go around, the whole conspiracy shit, but we developed a vaccine for this disease, but we still don't have a cure for diabetes, cancer, AIDS.
But they're different diseases, though. Like when you're talking about the COVID virus, you're talking about a virus. Diabetes isn't a virus. AIDS is not a virus.
But we've known about the COVID vaccine. We've known about the COVID disease for the whole fucking year, right? We've known about all these other diseases for decades, and yet
the difference here is, Bulls. You're talking about an influenza virus. Those viruses mutate all the time. They're constantly changing, constantly mutating. It's not the same as developing diabetes. Developing diabetes is something you develop within yourself, right? I'm not spreading diabetes to you by coughing on you. I'm not sneezing diabetes at Jose.
You might be.
I
That's
develop
sugars in your system.
So you can give the common cold and the flu to people basically through those means, and you can give AIDS to someone through mucous membrane transmutation, right?
Right.
Yes.
So you can literally bleed on someone and infect them with that virus. So don't give me that these viruses are all different. That's true. But there are viruses that can be transmitted in a different way. And we've known about these for decades, and yet we still don't have a cure. We've got treatments that somewhat work for some and not others. And yet we've only known about this disease for a full year, and we developed a vaccine for it within that year.
Yes.
Well, we also haven't properly funded research for AIDS and HIV and cancer the way we did to coronavirus. The only reason that is,
I know you keep saying 90.
I
know you keep saying 90.
Marcus, hear us out. Marcus, hear us out.
More than the fucking COVID.
Dude, listen.
Marcus, you can't keep saying 99% survivable when there's over 500,000 people dead.
In just this country. Here's the thing, dude.
I didn't say across the board. There are some are more affected by elderly are more affected by this disease than most.
You want to know why?
They're
Only reason we funded the shit out of research to that in 1 year because it affected the entire world economy. If it didn't stop things from moving, and if it didn't stop countries from producing goods, no one is going to give a rat's ass and fun shit the way they did
I'm
that
sorry,
vaccine.
bro. It did not stop countries from doing shit. Countries shut down.
So you're telling me that no country has ever shut down completely?
Australia, New Zealand, Japan, South Korea, Italy. My mother came back from Italy as the pandemic was starting, and she was watching people dying. Dude, are you kidding me? Seriously?
This is why I didn't even want to fucking talk about this shit, but you motherfuckers brought it up.
Bro, it's not even about talking about it. It's just like, if you want to talk about it, if you want to talk about it, don't get upset when we give you facts.
Exactly.
Like, I get, like, you're entitled to believe what you want to believe, but just because you believe it doesn't make it true.
All the deaths and the ages of the people who died from this disease, most of them are elderly, right?
Right.
And the majority of them probably died from nursing homes, which is where they chose to flood COVID patients.
How many old people die of the regular flu every year? The regular flu, bro. Do those numbers match? Do the numbers match, though? Are the numbers equal? Are the numbers of the regular flu deaths equal to COVID-19?
Yeah, but you'll notice that the people
Is it, though? Answer the fucking question. Is it?
I don't know. I look at the numbers.
They're not.
I'd have to look those numbers.
They're not even close, dude.
What year? In what year? Okay, no. Shut the fuck up right now, bro. Seriously. In what year has there ever been 500,000 deaths due to the flu?
Just in one country, bro.
In the U.S. Worldwide or in the U.S.?
In the U.S.
Just in the U.S.
I wouldn't know because I haven't looked at the fucking numbers.
Okay, so you can't compare.
It never passes over 60K. We never lose over 60,000 people a year from the regular flu. So you can't say that a disease that's killed over 50% more people is the same
fact that we all went about this in a completely wrong way. That is the only reason why more people died.
How do we go about this in the wrong way?
Explain this to me. Yeah, I want to hear this.
All right, so let's look at New York and Pennsylvania. When they chose to flood those nursing homes with COVID patients in order to basically tell people, hey, look, our hospitals are not overrun with COVID patients. More people died in those nursing homes because they chose to funnel all those COVID positive people into those nursing homes. Am I wrong about that?
No, but the problem is hospitals aren't made for long-term hospital stays.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Long-term hospital stays on mass numbers, bulls.
I get you. Here's my rebuttal to that. How many old people in nursing homes die from the fucking regular flu every year? Since you're so inclined in saying that we fucking exacerbated the problem.
Considering the fact that we're not even talking about the flu. We're talking about COVID right now.
Shit. You literally just said this is exactly like the flu. It's 99.9% survival.
I did not say this is exactly like the flu. Now, one time did those words leave my mouth. I did not say this is exactly like the flu.
Run that tape, bro. Run that tape back.
Run it back. We will.
Run it back.
You already know I gotta edit this shit. So I did not say this was exactly like the flu.
Okay, bro.
I want to hear it.
Wait, can I say something?
Look, if I'm wrong about this, I will literally put a live video on fucking Facebook and Instagram saying that I was wrong. Well, after I edit it, I will fucking do that if I was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing that I found like super interesting, right? Is, we always compare the flu and the coronavirus and similarities. Is that pre-COVID, it was okay to go to work sick with the cold and flu and infect other people in your workplace. That was you showing your hard work and dedication. Now with COVID, if you're showing any type of symptoms, like stay home. So I'm thinking in the future, if you're sick, regardless, just don't infect other people. Which I think that's a good thing, but it's just so crazy how before we were okay with giving people the cold.
Actually, you are right about that one because I have gone to work with the flu.
Yeah.
When I used to work for Memorial Hermann, I've done that multiple times.
So
I've actually had
a flu shot.
When I worked as an EMT, I literally got told sometimes, even if I was sick, hey, we need you here. They didn't give a shit. Put on a mask. That's literally what I was told. Put on a mask. Unless you walk into the office with a fever, shut up. Unless I walked into the office with a fever, I was told, jump on that ambulance, do what you got to go make us our money.
So I had to shut up for you to exactly say the exact same thing I was just saying.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself, porn stash.
It's a good stash, though.
The fuck it is.
And anybody here, you're the one missing those threads.
All right, well, let's next topic, Rick.
All right, before people get
Listen,
ready, tell
yeah,
me,
before we
folks,
even move on,
This is
before
how we
even move
debate
on,
quite
yeah, I was
a
gonna say
bit.
before we even move on,
And
let
I'm
me
gonna
just
share
say,
the same.
Bulls, I love you, bro, and this is just heated debate, bro.
Yeah, for the
All right,
viewers,
so
we
what's
are
up? Okay, so what's up with this?
We're not
What's
this
up with these
wild in
people
public.
letting people into their house to essentially deal with some kind of plumbing issue, but then get violated for 15 hours?
So
What?
apparently there are a bunch of apparently there are guys going around plumbing posing. There's no
Plumbing, huh?
Coming to LA for
unless you're excavating someone's anal bowel or something. I don't know, but
Right.
it's funny as fuck because shit like this always happens in New York. But there are a bunch of crooks who are posing as plumbers in order to con their way into people's homes, and they ended up torturing the victims of a family in a Bronx home for 15 hours straight. And I wish we had video on this one, but we don't.
I really don't, because like we already argued about COVID for like 5 minutes. I would hate to get flagged for a snuff film.
We'll talk.
Good point.
Went on.
But my
Sir, why are
question
you
is,
projecting
bro,
porno
like,
on our network?
my question is, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, you have to pose as a plumber in order to basically what, rob someone and torture them and shit? Like, did they fucking cut you off on the freeway?
Sounds like
Is
the
this
dude's been
road
watching one
rage
too
going
many
I
wrong?
don't know, bro, but like if
Sounds like
it
he's
was
been watching
somebody,
one too many 1980s porno movies.
hey, all I'm saying is if it was some like some dude trying to get with the girl, all she had to say was the 3 magic words to make that dude feel small.
What's that?
Is it in yet?
That's 4, but still pretty funny. Oh shit.
No, yet was a courtesy word, bro. It can't be counted.
Oh.
Yeah, was the courtesy word.
It's optional.
Yeah. Yep.
That's all you need.
She said yet because you're wasting her time.
Oh man. So what's next?
What's next? Like, how do I top that? Well, how about I don't top it and I let Karen top it by having her remove her underwear in the middle of the damn grocery store to use it as a mask.
Oh my god.
It's actually happened. I don't know where it actually happened, and I might say that I think people are saying that this video is staged because she only like lifted her leg one time, but this Karen was at a grocery store. What's up?
I have learned never to doubt women's skills for removing their underwear.
She Zoolander that shit, bro. She put that.
This Karen was grocery shopping. She was trying to pay.
There can be only one. Oh wait, that's Highlander. Fuck. My bad.
Oh damn.
So
She Zoolander that shit, bro. She was like,
Where the fuck did that come from?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
And we got footage. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
What's going on? What's going on? Good lord. Well, personally, I find it acceptable. It is a moss. Yes, I know. And quite frankly, I think the bacteria on your neck is less than on the moss. Yeah. The bacteria on the mask is less than her knickers. So, hey, well done to you. Hey, brilliant, woman. That's absolutely brilliant. Okay.
And we're back.
Wow, that's
No.
she's,
Even though
she's skilled.
even though I just did that, she got me beat.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sorry. That's some skill right there.
Oh yeah.
Like it didn't get tangled, it didn't get stuck. She just whoop, whoop.
Hey, she was ready though. She had that sundress on.
She's had one too many quickies in her life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but she's used to that smell. That's why she didn't get knocked out when she put it on her head.
Bro,
Yeah,
she's literally going. She's literally going to be commando in the grocery store.
So Julio,
Yo,
I know that you're like, yo, bro, like, fuck my life for this email.
Yeah.
But I mean, why does it really matter?
I Bulls thought it was like my my life moment of the week.
I mean, I see how this would be annoying because if you deposit your check at any point, if it's post dated, why does it matter?
So yeah, that's what I thought. So
you skipped the joke, bro.
Nah, bro, because I just said one. But whatever. Let me do my thing.
All right.
He's the host with the most, Ricardo Salazar. Anywho,
I guess there ain't no point in writing your shit out then.
Oh God, chill.
Well, it is when I just fucking use one of Jose's stories and then proceeded to the next subject. There should be no reason why I should do a joke and no other story. Usually we do 2 or 3 stories in between jokes. But I'll just go fuck myself if you'd like.
Yeah, let us know when you're done.
Damn, the tension is real tonight.
Might have fun picking a song for this episode.
Everybody either wants to fuck themselves or fuck the other person.
Well, have you seen the options on the video? I'd take care of myself too.
Right? Okay. So the reason I put this down as my personal F my life moment, and I have another one afterwards, is because, all right, I've been working for 13 years. I get a paycheck either direct deposit or in hand. I go to the bank or I cash it on my phone. The current job I have mails everybody their checks. So I got it in the mail last Tuesday, and I didn't realize that it was marked to be deposited on the 26th. So I deposited early. And on Thursday, the day before the 26th, I get an email. Hey, our bank tells us that you cashed your check already. We might not have the funds in our bank account to pay for your check. And my reply to that is, well, I already went ahead and got the damn check cashed and paid for my bills. So what's the problem? Never got a reply back from HR.
So, what do you mean we might not have the funds?
Right? That makes me question a lot of things about my employer.
What do you mean?
To me, it's like, hey, we know you went ahead and deposited your check for the work that you already did and we're paying you for, but we might not actually have the money to pay you for that work.
So basically, we're just saying, could you tell them to hold off on putting the money in there, please? So we don't end up negative?
Hey, man.
Hey, did you overdraft your account? What the fuck, bro?
Hey, that's completely fine. I will. I'll call my bank right now and tell them to hold off on putting cashing that for me. But you guys could hold off on having me come in the rest of the week.
Yep.
How about that?
It's like you said, Julio.
Here's the thing.
Or mailed it to you a little bit later. Problem solved.
Oh yeah, and second of all, I've worked for companies that are a little bit less organized than this one, and I've never had this issue before. So I'm just why
would it be an issue for you to get money owed to you from work that has already been done?
Right.
It's not like they're fronting you money.
Exactly. And the paycheck and the time cards of all my time cards were turned in on time. So it's not like I made a mistake or something or put in hours ahead of time. No, The fuck? It's a paycheck, guys. Come on.
Isn't there supposed
Right.
to be shit in place to make sure that doesn't happen? Or am I
Yeah.
wrong?
No, you're right, but
Here's the thing though, like,
mm,
so like, you guys remember when I was single and I was still dating, right?
Mhm.
So one time, like, I went to the store and I went to go buy some condoms. And this was when I was first in my early days. So like I hadn't gone on too many dates. And the cashier was just like, "Yo, do you want a bag?" And I was like, "Bro, she's not that ugly."
oh man. All right.
I believe the fifth. I got no
Damn.
comments.
Would you like a brown paper bag? I'm not scared to
Paper
walk out of the
request.
store with condoms.
Oh shit! No, it's
shit.
California. Recyclable.
Recyclable.
I'll take paper.
I mean, the only thing I could say but it was a little more awkward than that would be the fact that like Hasbro is trying to get was because they're no longer doing it, but they were trying to get rid of the Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head situation.
So they had a committee advise them that it would be a good idea to make Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head gender neutral. Continue. Yeah.
All right, so you're trying to make it gender neutral, but they have Mr. and Mrs. So because what? There's like 255 different genders. That's why you decided to take the Mr. and Mrs. off.
I mean,
It's a
Mr. Potato Head could be a
toy.
whale at this point.
And then
It's a
I mean,
fucking
wow.
toy.
So
Not
what are you
very deep.
calling them? What are you just calling them?
You're-
Potato heads?
Yeah,
Like
it
the
was
last
just a
time,
potato
like
head.
the last time I remember Mr. Potato Head was from fucking Toy Story, and I didn't even have it as a toy.
So my girl asked me my opinion on this last week, and I told her, surprisingly, we had the same opinion. To me, it's a toy. It's an inanimate object made for kids to play with. I honestly do not think, because I had a Mr. Potato Head when I was a kid. I don't think it even plays that big of a role in a kid's like development. To
Like
make
you're,
It's
like
just
you're
so
not the
upsetting
number
because
one toy.
could you guys imagine a gender neutral Toy Story?
Oh fuck that! That's not
That's
even
what the
good.
fuck I thought. See, it's just a waste of time.
I think that's what I see. Is this is a distraction from the real issues. Like a lot of people are
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
big time.
this like potato head drama when there's always like a million other issues like us bombing Syria, but you know,
Yeah.
fuck it. So
Yeah, no one wants to talk about
Hey,
that shit.
all
The
the
fact
sheep
that-
want to talk about the potato.
Hold on. What wasn't that because the previous president chose to bomb someone else and kill a general? Wasn't that the entire
Yeah.
reason why?
Iran,
basically,
yeah.
we're basically covering our ass because of what's his face did. I think that's the only reason why we chose to bomb Syria. And
Supposedly they were backing Iranian militants that they were tied to like the Iranian military. Is what I was hearing.
And then I'm gonna jump topics. Not bad, Rick, but I know for like, what are you doing? I got like the Biden administration just like backtracking on the kids in detention centers. Like it was such a big deal when these kids were.
Why am I even hosting? Fuck this shit. I'm just kidding.
Yo, this is our wildest episode yet, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not structured. My bad, but
Nah. We're back to the pilot.
Bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
To make that shit believable, you should have threw your fucking headset down like. Oh man, I'm about to get the shit off me, Carol.
Sorry, Jose. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your story. You were saying.
Sorry, Jose.
All right, let's take this seriously for a second.
I was hoping Bulls did it so that I could just get him back, but you just went ahead and jumped ahead of the whole situation.
Well, so the way I got my shit set up, I'd knock a lot of shit over trying to fucking storm out. So,
Oh man, what are you doing? Laying in bed?
no, fuckface.
No,
Sure.
jeez.
All right.
My girl's over here saying, "No, do not do that.
Oh
You will
man,
cause an earthquake. Do not storm the fuck out."
half of Houston will be destroyed.
Fuck half of Houston.
All right,
All of
Jose,
Houston.
so the Biden situation, were we?
Yeah, no, I mean, I was going to mention how AOC made a comment that kids in these cages or detention centers is not okay under any regime, but it was really a big deal when Trump was
Concentration camps.
or like detention centers or concentration camps. But like it's the same practice that Trump was doing, but now we have a Democrat in power, so it's not such much of an outcry. Which I'm like, that's so bullshit.
Weren't those
totally.
Weren't those made before the Trump administration, and he just basically took them over?
Yep,
they were. Which I mean, I just feel like wrong is wrong. But hey, we're talking about Hasbro and Potato Head more than that.
No. Straight up, wrong is wrong.
Yeah, and apparently we got a clip of that entire issue. So let's go ahead and roll it.
Roll that shit, bro.
The HHS facility in Carrizo Springs, Texas, for migrant children, and you said it is not kids in cages. We've seen some photos now of containers. Is there a better description? Is it kids in containers instead of kids in cages? What is the White House's description of this facility?
Well, let me give a broader description of what's happening here. We have a number of unaccompanied minors, children who are coming into the country without their families. What we are not doing, what the last administration did, was separate those kids, rip them from the arms of their parents at the border. We are not doing that. That is immoral, and that is not the approach of this administration. These kids, we have a couple of options. We can send them back home and do a dangerous journey back. We are not doing that either. That is also putting them at risk. We can quickly transfer them from CBP to these HHS-run facilities. That's one option. Or we can put them with families and sponsors without any vetting. There were some problems that process ran into as well. We've chosen the middle option. And these HHS facilities, this is one of them you're referring to, we had to expand and open additional facilities because there was not enough space in the existing facilities and if we were to abide by COVID protocols. That's the process and the step. This facility in Texas, which has been reopened, has been revamped, there are teachers, there is medical facilities, and our objective is to move these kids quickly from there to vetted, sponsored families, and to places where they can safely be. This is a difficult situation. It's a difficult choice. That's the choice we've made.
So just one step back from that, we've been talking to people down at the border who say that right now DHS and the Border Patrol are using the same kind of facilities now that they did during the Trump administration, and that there's a facility right now, it's in Donna, Texas instead of McAllen, Texas, but it's tents and chain link fence around it, and so
a CBP facility before they're transferred to the HHS facility, is that what you're referring to?
Yes, and the issue would be that just in the last couple days, they had hundreds of kids that they were holding for over 72 hours, which is the legal limit to keep somebody in a temporary facility. So I'm just curious why.
Well, let's be clear, though, because I know you want to be clear with the public about the differences. The CBP facilities, which you're right, the objective is to move kids, unaccompanied minors, as quickly as possible, under 72 hours, to these HHS-sponsored facilities, which is the one where we've been referring to in Texas. They are two different things. There were some delays last week because of weather and because some of these facilities to safely move these kids to did not have power and were not in a place where they had the capacity to take in these kids and do it safely. That is not our objective. That is not our goal. So some unfortunately did stay 4 days, 5 days or longer. But the objective is to move them as quickly as possible to the HHS-sponsored facilities.
Has the White House seen the comment from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who, speaking about that HHS facility in Carrizo Springs, said this is not okay, never has been okay, never will be okay, no matter the administration or party?
Well, I think the difficulty is, I haven't seen the full context of the quote or interview of the tweet that she shared, but I would say the difficulty is what I outlined earlier. We have kids coming across the border. It is heartbreaking. I think we all as human beings are heartbroken, as parents, as mothers, as fathers too. We only have a couple of choices. What we are not doing is dividing these kids and separating from their parents at the border, which is what the last administration did, and why President Biden Biden, or then candidate Biden, and then candidate Harris were outspoken at the time about these kids being pulled from their parents. What we are doing is working as quickly as possible to process these kids into these HHS facilities, which have been revamped, which have medical and educational services available, so that we can then transfer them to families. That's what our approach is.
If there is this big difference, would the administration support if it can be done but safely because of COVID and with privacy concerns for the children in mind? Would the administration support letting reporters in and press in to see what the difference is?
And unfortunately, I'm not expecting to see
you'd have to talk to the Department of Homeland Security about that. There are obviously safety protocols about that, privacy concerns, but I certainly encourage you to reach out about that. Go ahead in the back.
For 50 for your weekend, and as we head into the next Olympic, I'm expecting.
And we're back.
Oh man.
Wow.
That's the only thing that would make this episode like more exciting is if we were all in the same room together.
Yeah, so we're obviously not laughing at the video. We're just something on.
Yeah. We're laughing at ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. At ourselves.
Definitely something off script.
It's an inside joke. Although you might want to check out the funny moments in order to see what the fuck we're laughing at.
Oh yeah,
that's true. Check those
There's
out.
gonna be a lot of bloopers on this one. Little kids in cages is not a funny subject.
You know what's not funny?
What?
Being the fucking lead actor in the movie and then not getting invited to the premiere.
Bro, what the hell is up with that?
So you guys seen the movie Get Out, right? Like the horror thriller. And so the lead actor, when this movie was premiering, he was already in Atlanta filming Black Panther, but he had cleared his schedule to attend the premiere. He was waiting for his invite, never came. So
shit, you're right. He did play in the Black Panther. I completely forgot.
Yeah, he's like one of the
the chick kind of look like Viola Davis.
Yeah, so, I mean,
he's one of the generals.
It's a mini FML because he's doing great in his career, worked out, but this was like his first big break.
Why did he wait till now to say he wasn't invited to the movie premiere? Wasn't that shit in like 2018?
Even earlier, I think it was like 2016.
I mean, I could see why he wouldn't do it though, because the movie was a good movie, so he didn't want to make this about himself, especially considering the fact that the lead fucking director was black.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, there's not a very many black directors in Hollywood, so I understand why he wouldn't want to take away from his spotlight.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, bro, like it's disrespectful for you to be like one of the main people and not get invited to the fucking premiere.
But I just the director wasn't the one that didn't invite him.
Yeah.
Okay, I give you that.
Yeah,
I give you that.
It's like why shit on somebody else's parade,
True, very true. I give you that one.
But that's fucked up, nonetheless.
Yeah, in and of itself, it's completely fucked up.
That's insane. I don't even see why you wouldn't even want your lead guy there.
I know.
Yeah, that's almost as fucked up as what happened to Tiger Woods.
Ooh.
And for people who don't know, this is not shit that happened years ago. This is recent. So he crashed his car yet again. What the fuck was that?
Oh, it's dusting something off.
Really, dumbass?
Yeah.
No, but that's insane though. The Tiger Woods situation is crazy to me just because the odds.
Yeah, and
really, to me, it sounds like it was really just I don't get me wrong, I do feel bad, and I hope that he's doing well, and I hope that he does a recovery well enough to be able to get back to his profession.
County Sheriff says it was a single vehicle rollover collision. Woods had to be pulled out of the car by the jaws of life. According to his agent, he suffered multiple leg injuries and is currently in surgery. And joining me now on the phone is some of our colleagues at ESPN, Christine Brennan and Ryan Smith. Christine, what do we know at this point about Tiger's condition?
Well, we know that he was taken out of the car by the jaws of life and is, according to his agent, Mark Steinberg, I spoke with him in the Gulf media, is saying that he has leg injuries and is not believed to be, we're hearing it's serious. Could be somewhere between some moderate injuries and potentially more serious. And that he is in surgery. So, Tiger's 45 years old. He has been talking about trying to make it back for the Masters, which is in about 5-6 weeks time. And he won the Masters in 2019, one of the more improbable stories in sports history, coming back after so many problems, injuries, surgeries, personal scandals. And they got back to the top of the mountain in 2019, and everyone's hoping he's going to be able to compete in 2021. Obviously now that seems like a distant memory, talking about that, as we are now, obviously, everyone, even as journalists who covered him as I have for the length of his career, obviously now the focus is on his health and is he okay, and will he be okay as a person. The golf seems secondary. But at this point, that's what we know. There's a lot we don't know. But there is great concern, of course, right now for Tiger Woods.
Yeah, but didn't he shatter his legs?
Yeah, bro, in like 12 different places or some shit like that. Like his entire ankle was completely.
That's gonna be
like his entire ankle was in pieces.
And according to the sheriff's department and highway patrol, it could have been worse if it wasn't for the car.
Yeah, and they chose not to drug test him because why again? Oh, he's Tiger Woods. That's why.
Well, there's that, and the fact that like nobody else was involved.
Yeah,
good point.
They
But
did do an alcohol.
The first time he crashed his car, there was no one involved but him too.
They did do a blood alcohol screening, and it came back negative. So.
Yeah, but I mean, you can be on something, and it doesn't have to be alcohol.
I doubt that he
You
was.
got to remember.
I'll be honest.
Here's the thing too. Keep this in mind. Having worked in the medical field, if you just got a patient that's like really badly injured and they probably lost quite a bit of blood, taking any more blood out of their system to do a blood test, like for anything, it might seem like a little vial this big isn't a big deal, but it really is.
Yeah, but considering the fact that I've also worked in the medical field as well, even though I wasn't.
You worked hospital security.
Man, if you don't get your security ass the fuck out of here talking about you worked in the medical field.
I said, yeah, if you let me finish, yeah, I work hospital security, but I work hand in hand with the people in the ER, so I do know a little bit.
Yeah, how many patients did you perform
A
CPR on?
simple drug test could have at least gave you more information, especially if you had chose to widen the parameters to see if it was more than just alcohol.
Yeah,
you could have been on
like,
something else.
Like, how many people have you performed CPR on?
3, if we want to be honest. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that is a bad hospital. Remind me not to go there.
Yeah.
Why in the fuck are they having the security guard perform CPR on a patient?
Well, considering the fact that I was first aid certified and trained.
It's almost, I know, but it's almost like they looked around and were like, you, come here. Why is this hospital? It's not even about you helping anybody. It's why is this hospital so understaffed that they need a security guard for CPR?
Not once, not twice, 3 times.
Yeah, those were 3 separate occasions where we did not have someone who
not hating on you, brother.
So you're telling me the hospital didn't have any ER technicians, which are the EMTs of the emergency room, to perform CPR, because that's what the EMTs that work in a hospital are mainly there for, is to be the Lucas device to pump someone's chest.
Did I say it was in the ER? Dumb fuck. Not one time did you hear me say
it at a hospital.
You asked me how many times did I perform CPR? I said 3.
Was it at a hospital?
At the hospital. One of them on my son who passed away.
Oh,
okay, but that's different. I said at work.
Still,
I would never.
You asked how many times. I said 3.
Let's clear this up. I would never question anything outside of your job, because that is way too personal even for me, even though I've known you way too many years.
What the fuck is that? And why are you showing it? I know what the fuck it is, but why are you showing it?
I don't know, because I'm the one who's knowledgeable on this shit.
I thought you were showing the up button.
For 3 fucking years. I had 7 years of experience working with medical personnel, so excuse the fuck out of me.
Excuse me?
And it could be, and technically speaking, it is not if you count the...
Hold on.
Hey.
Excuse me. I'm the licensed professional here.
You know what?
Who's
At this point,
actually
I don't give a fuck. What I care about is what's this little boy's OnlyFans mom's account?
Oh, fuck. Well, since Julio chose to pick most stories involved in Texas, most of the shit I got involves California. So in Sacramento, apparently children at a Catholic school were expelled because their mother had an OnlyFans account. That is all. Now, we do have video on exactly what happened. So let's go ahead.
No. Do we have video on the OnlyFans account?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Wait, we have video on the actual.
We have video
account?
on. Oh, dude, damn. All right.
Well,
I need that link, bro.
Yeah, for real. Send it. What's the Hey. What's your login, bro?
Calm down, you nasty bastard.
Honey, for the record, I didn't ask for it.
God damn, Farva.
I was only hoping to get screenshots. I didn't actually hit the login.
Bro, you ain't
I'm gonna be in trouble after this.
Anyway, let's go ahead and roll the clip.
I want to get back to a Sacramento mom who says her 3 young kids are now expelled from Catholic school because she sells sexy videos online.
Only on CBS 13, Mom and her husband tell our Marissa Perlman they are victims of bullying. Marissa's live outside the school with the latest.
Yeah, Curtis, she and her husband say they've done nothing wrong by posting these photos, but all 3 of her kids under the age of 12 are now not welcome here at the school, and they can't even pick up their things left in class.
We think of it as artistic or sultry and sexy and fun and playful.
Crystal Jackson, known as Mrs. Poindexter online, says she and her husband take her hot mom persona and turn it into a profit. It started with one post on Reddit as a way to spice up her relationship.
Someone was like, hey, why don't you start an OnlyFans page? And we're like, what the heck is that?
Now, more than a year later, she says she's making up to $150,000 a month selling access to her photos and videos on her OnlyFans account. Some of the pictures include nudity.
And then it started just taking off.
But not everyone is a fan.
Now it's like we kind of are caught. Here's our little secret life that, and now it's like it's exposed.
Crystal says last summer, a group of moms found her site and started a campaign to get her 3 kids kicked out of Sacred Heart Parish, a Catholic elementary school. At one point, sending anonymous envelopes, including her explicit content, to the diocese and school principal.
They wanted my kids removed who are innocent to this whole thing.
And their efforts worked. CBS 13 obtained a copy of an email sent to the Jacksons, which expels their 3 kids from school. It reads in part, your apparent quest for high-profile controversy in support of your adult website is in direct conflict with what we hope to impart on our students. It goes on to...
All right, guys, so we're back. Wow.
Wow. So
it's kind of hot. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
There was obviously a fan at the school.
Here's what fucks me up, though, bro.
Hey,
she's married, and the husband knew about it. So why the hell do you even care?
It's not the husband cares. It's the Catholic school.
What does what she's doing have anything to do with the children at that school?
What the fuck does the Catholic school have to do with their marriage?
It's the Catholics.
Yeah, I think it has all to do with Catholics.
Yeah.
Right, so if we're really talking about Catholicism, if we're going to talk about Catholicism, right? Catholicism literally states
who got OnlyFans accounts on Instagram as well.
Well, no. If we're going to go as far as talking about Catholicism, Catholicism is related to Christianity. And Christianity states that if you have somebody visit from out of town and you have a daughter, you have to gift them your daughter for that night.
Oh, shit.
Right. You're right.
He's not. That is correct.
So why the fuck does an OnlyFans matter?
Good point.
Ladies and gentlemen, please leave us. Answer that question for us in the comments below.
If you're gonna hold her accountable, then you need to hold everyone else accountable for it. You got a lot of underage girls who got OnlyFans accounts.
hold on.
He got nothing but pedophiles and nasty sons of bitches fucking lusting after him.
Let's back up to that school board real quick. Someone in that school board witnessed that account. Like they watched. They exposed
somebody on there.
There's a sinner there that needs to be.
Somebody at that board literally went into.
I don't give a shit about anyone else's OnlyFans account. Somebody in that school board pointed that out. That means they have sinned.
Wait. The night before, he probably whacked into her phone. It was like, wait a minute, I know that girl.
Right, I bet you money. This fool probably sent like a message. She's like, no, and that's when he's like, all right, I'm gonna out you tomorrow in the next.
Bro,
and that's the crazy part. Like, and I don't understand why people would out anybody when it comes to this, right? Like male or female.
How do we not know? How do we know she wasn't doing this to pay?
You or her kids. It has nothing to do with her kids.
Oh my God, Julio! I see where you're going. Plot twist. She was doing OnlyFans to pay for the school Catholic school
because it's a private school. So who's really at fault here? Who's really at fault here, guys? Think about that.
About dirty money. Is that what it is?
Like, yeah, but you're setting the price so high that you forced a mother. You just forced a mother to make an OnlyFans account in order to make money to pay for her kids' education.
No.
On you all day for the dumb shit that you said, bro. But I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm sorry, but looking at those photos, there was no force. She did that shit of her own free will.
You don't know that. It's not about force, though, bro.
No. But what Julio is saying, what if she felt that was the only way that she could meet that price?
We don't know what that family's financial situation is, right? So if you're gonna send your kids to a private school, especially a Catholic private school, those things aren't cheap. Those schools are expensive. There's one by my house that charges $10,000 a year per kid, and I know.
What's it called?
St. Paul something. Yeah, the one by the old Walgreens in San Pablo.
I went there, bro.
Hey, bro. Speaking of weird ass situations, right?
Yeah.
So speaking of weird ass situations, the other day at work, I was in the lot, and this dude over by the 24-hour fitness, he was getting jumped by these two other guys. So I went over, and I decided to take part. Let me tell you guys, that dude could not take all three of us.
Get him.
Oh, damn.
Disclaimer, that was just a joke. That was just a joke.
Ricky did not commit assault or participate in assault.
Get him. Oh, shit. Team deathmatch.
Yeah.
I walked over and I was like, tag me in.
Elbow.
All right.
What's up with that dude?
On to the next.
What's up with
bro? This dude literally faked his own death, but he did it very well. He planned it out great. So he wanted to get off work for about a month, right? He had himself kidnapped, bound, tied at the wrist, gagged, and then dumped in the desert. Had somebody take photos of him, and they sent all this shit to his employer.
Wait. So his first mistake was sending it to his employers. Because wouldn't you send kidnapping shit to family?
You would.
So his employers called the cops. Cops did an investigation. They found out it was a hoax. It was fake. And dude's actually facing charges right now for filing a false kidnapping report and pretty much.
But he didn't file it. His employer did.
Cops still had to investigate.
Here's my question though. In order to get out of work, like why wouldn't you have it sent to family and have the family say, hey, so motherfucker's been kidnapped. We need to figure out.
Oh, it gets better. His job isn't that like crazy of a job. This dude works at a tire store installing tires.
Does he install the tires or does he just stock the tires?
Doesn't say. It just says he works at a tires.
It would explain a lot if all he does is stock tires all day. I'd want to get out of that too. Just saying.
The only person that has done anything dumber than that was that lady in New York who slept in somebody's unlocked car and then left a note telling them to lock their fucking car doors next time.
This happened last week 2 weeks ago in the Bronx. This lady pretty much was going through, walking along the city street at night, found a car that was unlocked, slept in it. She ransacked the car, glove box, center console, took a few items, but she left a note telling the owner, next time, lock your car doors.
Said, thanks for letting me spend the night in the car. Next time, lock your doors.
Hey, listen, I know that you're stupid, and I actually had a warm night in your car because you left it unlocked, but I don't want that to happen again. So don't do that anymore.
The next person might not be so nice about it.
And we got footage of both the Arizona man and the woman sleeping in the car. So let's go ahead and roll the clips.
Let's go with the Arizona man first, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to tonight's big talker. We've all had those days where you don't want to go to work at all, but have you ever seriously considered faking your own kidnapping?
Yeah, just a bizarre story tonight out of Coolidge involving an elaborate plot, a police investigation, and now a confession. ABC 15's Ashley Peretta is in Coolidge tonight, walking us through the entire thing.
A person was driving down this dirt road. They looked on the ground and found a man with his hands bound and a bandana in his mouth. Although frightening, it is not what it seems.
This is how 19-year-old Brandon Souls was found February 10th, roughed up and helpless, telling Coolidge police he was kidnapped, when in actuality, he did this to himself.
He informed us that he, at first, stuffed a bandana in his mouth, and afterwards, he took off his own belt and bound his hands with his own belt and scooted out, laid on the ground and scooted out near the side of the road where somebody could see him and waited.
And his plan worked, or at least he thought it would.
He informed us that he was hit in the head and stuffed in a car in front of his home. And this occurred a little after 7 o'clock in the morning. But when we located video surveillance of in front of his home, we were able to see no such thing.
Brandon explaining the so-called kidnapping was over a large amount of money that his father had hid somewhere around town. That elaborate story all made up, along with a slew of text message evidence he claimed to have.
Coolidge Police Department detectives brought him in on the 17th of February, and we questioned him. After we showed him all the information, he admitted that he fabricated the story because he didn't want to go to work.
Something Brandon won't have to worry about anymore. Police saying he was fired from his job at the tire factory in Coolidge. Instead, he had to report to jail, where he was charged with reporting false information and already, we're told, pleading guilty to the crime.
That it was very important that we put out that media release to let people know that our community is still safe and there is not two masked men running about kidnapping people.
On top of the fear, it was also a waste of resources. Police, fire, EMS, as well as the hospital that treated his self-inflicted wounds. Ashley Paredes, ABC 15, Arizona.
New at 11, when a Bronx woman realized someone had broken into her car, she assumed they'd stolen some of her belongings. But tonight, she's showing compassion for the stranger behind that break-in because of what he or she left behind. News 4's Ida Siegel has the story.
Car ownership in New York City almost certainly means parking on city streets. You lock the door and leave it for the night. Last week, Chulani Sterling did just that on her Bronx street. But when she came back to use her car the next day, she found a note left by a stranger.
I opened the car door. My passenger seat is pushed back. My glove box was open. And then I see the note on my dashboard.
The note said, "Thank you for letting me sleep in your car for the night. Lock your doors next time."
I'm just like, is this serious? That's all I could think of. Like, did this really seriously happen? Did this really happen? Did someone really leave a note in my dashboard and sleep in my car?
Chulani says the stranger didn't steal anything, just left the contents of her glove compartment spread about.
I could have swore my car was locked because I pressed the button 3 times until it goes beep and the car is locked. I could have sworn I did that, but obviously I didn't because they were in there.
She says it was pouring rain that night, and a part of her is glad she was able to give this person a dry place to stay.
It is sad to know that, and I know that's not the only person who's doing that or looking for somewhere to sleep during these times.
She wishes there were more places for desperate people to have a dry and safe place to sleep. In the Bronx.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, seriously.
All
Come on, man.
excuses.
It's 2021. We got COVID-19. You can make better excuses to get time off from work.
Bro, you
Say you got the Rona.
Hey, I'm not feeling too good. I'm not going to be able to come into work. Like you
I gotta go get tested.
An elaborate scheme to get out of going to work.
Has this
Also,
dude never
like,
heard of just
what-
quitting your job?
But like, what's the point of coming up with such an elaborate scheme if it doesn't mean like? Did he think that he was going to get paid in the meantime?
I think he wanted to go viral.
Hey,
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, we're talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not viral, bro. We barely broke. We barely broke 1K.
I know.
Barely. Y'all made it seem like that was a struggle. Fuck.
I
you
mean,
kidding
it
me?
took us
It's been
18
a-
episodes.
And again, shout out to the guy who chose to hate.
Hey,
Yeah,
nah,
the jackass that got us moved.
bigger shout out to Marcelo, bro. He actually chose.
Hey, we
Bro.
appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, but to that IG commenter, 1,000 idiots. Mike, I guess you're the one idiot who chose to comment. Thanks.
That's what I was gonna post, but thought better of it.
Hey, at least you didn't delete the post like I did.
No, I did. I deleted it.
Oh,
It was on
shit.
there for 12 minutes.
Oh, bro, you know what you should have did
Bro,
is
only
taken a
got 20
screenshot.
minutes?
You should have taken a screenshot, shared it with our audience, and let them go after him.
Yeah, all
Pettiness,
12
bro.
of our audience.
It's
Pettiness.
one asshole. Who cares?
I don't give a shit. It's one asshole
Did
out
he?
of a many
Did you
assholes.
say he had 2 followers?
Yeah,
Bro,
2 followers.
I got more than that on my own personal Instagram. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, seriously, all my social media platforms have way more people than that fucker.
For real. Even our Twitter account has more followers than this asshole.
I didn't even know you were on Twitter. All right,
That's the point.
Let's keep it moving, boys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. You know what? I should just close my laptop. You go ahead and host.
All right.
Wow. Let's go ahead and roll the second clip.
Although he's not in the shot right now, that's still better than his internet connection.
For real, bro. AT&T is fucking you up the ass.
I think I might have broke something.
What's so weird? You know, I guess I get it, but I don't. Like, why are Native Americans tripping so hard about the fact that like Jeep's Grand Cherokee is named Jeep's Grand Cherokee?
Bro, that's not even the worst part. Like between Grand Cherokee and just the regular Cherokee, it's been a thing since what, 1974 when they first came out with it, and you're just now saying shit about it. Like,
but it's
bro,
also a car.
It's a car.
Here's my thing. It's a really nice SUV that goes off-road, performs really well off-road, better than other SUVs. I'd be proud to have a nice vehicle named after my people. Maybe Chrysler should pay. If anything, Jeep should be paying them royalties though. For using the
what? I'm sorry. Does the Cherokee Nation have a trademark?
Not really. Besides the Cherokee Nation that we just
now, if they got one.
Okay, so if it's the Cherokee Nation, right? And my car is called Cherokee, I'm still supposed to pay you a fucking royalty?
No, I think Jeep should pay the royalty, not us.
No. But that's my point. That's my point.
Nation.
Like, so why does it matter that I call my car Cherokee?
Bro, Nations isn't suing you for using the word nation, is it? Okay, then. calm your ass down. Let's get him some CBD toilet paper, please.
Right.
Already got it.
Yeah,
And-
sit down, Carl.
And we got.
The
Let's go
only
ahead
thing,
and roll this.
the only
Before
thing.
we go-
Oh, you have a video of this.
Let's go ahead and roll the clip real quick.
Do it.
Today in 2021, as Chief of the Cherokee Nation, I am saying categorically that I think it's wrong to use our name to peddle a vehicle. For most people, tribes don't even maybe seem real in terms of their experience. It seems something in history, and naming something after something in history probably doesn't feel too bad, particularly if it engenders some strong positive emotions. But I think in this year, 2021, we ought to be talking about the fact that tribes are still here. We're vibrant. We do a great deal for our people and our communities, and that our names mean something. And they've been here a lot longer than the Jeep Company and other corporations that have seized our name for profit.
Is there some way that Jeep could use that name that you'd be fine with it?
Well, there's no way that they could use the name that I would be fine with it. It certainly doesn't honor us by using that name, and it was surely never intended to.
But one might draw a distinction between a case like this and the case of, for example, the Washington Redskins. Clearly caricatures, these were offensive terms. Cherokee is simply a name. Why is that offensive?
I think comparing it to the Redskin name, you're right. There's a difference there. But it's still the case that the Cherokee name belongs to a people, an actual nation. And I think Jeep and its parent company set out to do what they did, which is to commercialize it, which is to capitalize on the picture that people have in their minds about Native Americans and Cherokee and associate that with a brand and to make money in the process. Nothing wrong with making money or using branding. There is something wrong with taking the name of a proud Native people and doing that.
And we're back. All right, this dude doesn't even look Cherokee, let alone to be the chief of the Cherokee Nation, bro. Like, what's his name? Chad or whatever the fuck. You don't even use your real Cherokee name, then, bro. If you gotta sit there and tell Jeep to stop using your name that they've been using for the last 50 fucking years. And to be honest, between Cherokee and friggin' Apache, those are the only two Indians anyone ever actually knows anyway.
Also, why are they tripping? We all know that the Jeep Rubicon is the top Jeep selling vehicle anywhere.
For real. So you really ain't you ain't got no room to flex. So
That's true. Jeep sells more Wranglers than any other model. So
calm your ass down and just let it be. You didn't say shit when they first started using it, so why the hell is there a problem now?
He'll probably tell you that he wasn't alive then.
Ooh. Damn.
Because I didn't get my participation trophy until 2011.
Right.
Boy's been out of high school for 3 years and needs something to do with his life.
I personally understand why people get upset at names like the Redskins, right? That's literally a derogatory term. You see what I'm saying? Really. But to have a car named after your actual tribe, how is that offensive?
That's pretty bad,
bro. You
like the Houston Texans.
Here's my question, bro. Yeah. The Kansas City Chiefs still have their fucking name.
There's been groups that try to get them to change it.
And if I'm not correct, the Cleveland Indians still have their name.
Cleveland Indians. That's funny.
No, didn't they change the name?
Did they?
I think they're the Cleveland Baseball Club. Or yes.
That's the Washington football team.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Washington football.
Washington took the Redskins off, and now they're just the Washington.
Washington football team.
State?
Okay, so I think Cleveland may just change the logo, but still got the name.
What are they gonna call themselves? The Crows?
Maybe.
Maybe. Sounds suited.
They They can't claim the Ravens because Baltimore's got that shit. Next best thing. Ooh, a crow. Step down from Raven.
I mean,
Nice try, buddy. Ooh, the devil rays. Nope, it's mistaken.
You know who was stupid as fuck though?
Mm.
The people that robbed the Lady Gaga's dog walker for her dog.
He shot his ass.
So
What did you think was gonna happen?
But they didn't even know it was her friggin' dogs. That's the shit that's funny. But because you're in a high population.
Wait. So they didn't even know they were her dogs. So they just stole some rich person's dogs and
They just saw a dude walking Frenchies and said, "We're taking him."
High-class neighborhood that it belonged to somebody who owned a lot of money. Because who the fuck walks dogs out late at night?
Owned a lot of money.
Somebody that works long hours and doesn't have any other time to walk their dogs except late at night.
Seriously.
Yeah, most logical thinkers. But remember, these are crooks, so half the time their thinking isn't really logical.
I'm gonna tell these crooks straight up. You try to steal my dog, I'll fucking shoot you in the face.
They stole Lady Gaga's dogs. So, and the funny shit about that is an update. The dogs were returned by someone who wasn't involved, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
Did they still get the $100 million reward?
And we got a news clip of the incident. I mean, I did have footage of the actual video shooting, but I'm not 100% sure if we want to show that just because, well, it's not necessarily graphic, although you do hear shit. But I didn't want to get a copyright claim just in case we chose to play it. So let's go ahead and roll the news clip.
Walker and then stole 2 of her 3 French bulldogs, Koji and Gustav, in Hollywood last night. LA police say Lady Gaga's dog walker is now recovering in the hospital in stable condition, but he was shot with a semi-automatic handgun, and now the singer is offering $500,000 for her dog's safe return. No questions asked. Cheryl Dorsey is a retired LAPD police sergeant and the author of Black and Blue. Cheryl, nice to see you. You know, I know you spent 2 decades with the LAPD. Is this a thing? Are celebrity dog kidnappings common? Have you ever seen a case like this?
Well, you know, everything is cyclical. And, I think right now it's reported that this particular breed is the 4th most popular in the U.S., according to the American Kennel Club. And so, people become complacent. I'm sure that this dog walker probably does this every day at the same time. Obviously, the perpetrators knew. They came armed and prepared to hurt him in order to get these dogs. I'm certain that the dogs are chipped. It's only a matter of time before they find the perpetrators. And while Lady Gaga may not have questions, I guarantee you robbery homicide will, because this is not just a theft of an animal. Someone was seriously injured and may have long-term repercussions as a result of this gunshot wound.
It's interesting. So you're saying because the dog walker probably does this all the time around the same time, your guess, just based upon your experience, that this was premeditated. This wasn't some one-off. Saw some, French bulldogs. They knew what they were doing.
Well, and I don't know, obviously, to say that they knew that these dogs belonged to Lady Gaga, but you understand she lives in a high-rent district, and while they may not have known it was her dog, they certainly knew that it belonged to somebody, with a little coin in their pocket. And so they target this person. They came with a weapon. They meant business. And so you have to be mindful. It's never a problem until it's a problem. You should guard everything you care about with great care and caution.
Here's the piece that, some folks are saying, is this really that smart? Lady Gaga, obviously she wants her precious dogs back, right? So she's offering this giant $500,000 reward. She's saying, you don't have to tell me anything. I'm not asking any questions. Just give me my dogs. Is that a good idea, or does that set a dangerous precedent?
Well, she wants her animals back, and they mean a lot to her. And it's no different than when a human is kidnapped and there's a ransom that's requested. I don't think it's going to encourage others to do that, because great penalty comes with what occurred. But she's serious about wanting to get her dogs back, and I believe that she will. Where do you take them? Who do you give them to? Somebody knows. Somebody participated in this, and there's probably some surveillance cameras in the area that will be helpful. I believe the police know a lot more than what they're letting on, rightfully so.
So we're back. So good news, dog walker is alive. Thank God.
Thank God.
And the dogs were
should be shot for walking a dog.
For real, bro. Like, I honestly think he should have claimed, like, I think I need 2 weeks of sick leave, please, to kind of get this trauma out of my head.
You know what bugs the shit out of me about this incident?
What?
Is the second the dogs got returned, all the media attention went from there's a man in a hospital to Lady Gaga's got her dogs back, but the dude hardly got any attention.
Until he chose to break his silence.
Oh yeah, fill me in.
Apparently, he already told them like his experience. I don't have the video on that one, but I did see the news clip real quick. So he chose to speak to the media after the fact. But the simple fact that you guys still aren't keeping up with the guy who basically was walking her dogs and got shot while walking the dogs. But everybody's like, "Oh, Lady Gaga got her dogs back! Yay!"
And I feel bad for the dogs, but there's a person who got popped in this.
Yeah, no, this is America.
Yeah,
we care more about
if you're not famous, no one gives a fuck.
And then if you are famous, we only give a fuck for 5 minutes.
Plus 10.
This is weird
You're
to me
famous
all
for
around.
15 minutes, and then after that, done.
So do you guys? I just recently found out that the letter F in the word orphan stands for family.
Wait, there's no F in orphan.
Yeah, because he got no family.
Oh man.
Oh, dude.
God, that was dark.
Oh my god.
That was dark.
I apologize to anybody that's out there being an orphan. I do, feel for you guys, and I hope that you guys find a family at some point. All in all, this was just a joke. I really don't mean that. My wife was adopted. I come from a long family of people that were adopted. It was just in my script tonight. This is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Damn.
But if we made you laugh even a little bit, we're happy. So
You might just have a really dark sense. And if you do laugh,
Terry,
you have a very dark sense of humor.
And your really dark sense of humor. I hope that you guys take it all as a joke. I love you all, especially you guys on the show tonight with me. Please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments. Tell me how much of a dick I am for tonight. And I do apologize again. I do mean it all in a good sense of humor. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. This was a great episode. Plenty of bloopers for you to work with.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Everybody have a good week.
I think we're going to go ahead and end it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.